Good afternoon. My name is Astrid Waugh. My student number is 46202-6626. Copy of my student ID. Today I've got my friend Elisa helping me with the role play. And she will play Tom. Okay. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for touching base. Good to see you again. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Mm.
I wasn't really sure who else to talk to, and it's about home. Things have changed.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about what's going on at home. As we've been together for a while now, right?
Yeah.
I was there for as Peter's support person for quite some time. I got to know you and Jenny quite well. And so it's nice that you've come and seen me today. So thank you very much. You look like it's becoming hard, and this might be a bit of a serious thing that we're going to talk about today. Am I right?
It might be serious. I'm not sure. That's why I sort of wanted to be have a bit of a chat and be guided by you.
I understand. And like always, you know that as a disability support worker, I have a duty of care to make sure that Peter is safe at all times and not in any danger. And anything that we discuss today, I'll do, my best to keep it private and confidential. But if there becomes some imminent danger, there might be some things that I will have to disclose because of that. But other than that, we'll be keeping it all confidential, our conversation today. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Jenny.
Yeah.
I've started a new job.
Oh, congratulations.
But thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm working Saturdays now.
Yeah.
And so I'm gone from home more. And I think it's been too much for her. Like last weekend, I came home and I found Peter tied to the bed by his hands.
Yeah.
And he had bruises on his arms and he had welts on his back.
Wow, that's a lot. I'm really sorry about that. It's not okay. You shouldn't have to go through that. That is a serious thing to happen.
When I tried to untie him, like Jenny came in and she was screaming and she was in like full rage and said that I've left her to deal with everything and she threw things and said Peter was a burden and she kicked the cat. Like the cat.
So
I don't know what to do.
She's very emotional at the moment.
Yeah.
Has she got worse over time? Like is it you working Saturdays in there? You said your weekend. Has that got anything to do with what's going on here?
Well, I'm not at home as much as I was before. On Saturdays, I'd take him out and we'd go and do stuff like get him dressed and get him out there and like that was.
You really enjoy spending time with him, don't you?
Special time together, father and son.
Yeah.
But no, that's it's not happening now.
Yeah, so that's been stressing Jenny a lot, has it?
She's spending more time with Tom, Peter. Look, yes, she is more stressed. Like she's thrown some plates before. One time I was walking into the kitchen and like I was in the pathway and like it hit me. Look, I'm sure she didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure she didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
Like she's always had a bit of a temper. And she used to call Peter a spastic. Just a little nickname, she says. But lately, it's worse, like way worse. Really, it's not.
I do remember that back when I was picking Peter up one time, actually. I think I spoke to you about that. it's not very nice for Peter to be hearing that, is it?
But it's like she uses as a endearment, like a nickname for him.
And how's Peter feeling at the moment? Is he upset or?
Well, Peter says that he's frightened of Jenny, of her, of his mum. But he doesn't say much, but he did say that. Like he did.
But
said
he
that
speaks
to me.
slowly. I guess it's difficult for him because he's with his mother all day as well. And
Look, we don't really have family anymore. Pretty much Jenny's just like pushed them away, and it's just us now, like just the three of us.
yeah,
And I am actually worried, but I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. Like she does so much. Like she honestly does so much.
she's been primary care, I guess, since he's had had that terrible accident, really, and he's in a wheelchair, and there's a whole lot of responsibility around that. And so I guess here we're worried. You're worried about Peter.
I am worried about Peter. I'm worried about Jenny as well. Like
you're worried about Jenny, you're worried about yourself because you shouldn't be undergoing that type of treatment either. So there's a whole lot of stress going on in your household that appears to have got worse over time. And now that you're working, you've got less influence over the household as well, haven't you?
I am really I'm really concerned about if Peter, like he was tied to the bed.
And was there any visible?
Well, he had the bruises. He had bruises on his back and some welts. So he must have hit him.
Yeah, okay. So
I don't know.
And welts in other places as well, which didn't happen from that scenario. Okay, well, I'm wondering whether at the moment you probably I want to talk to you a little bit about what domestic violence is, if that's okay. Because you probably things have escalated over time, and you said yourself that you were thinking that you weren't sure whether this was serious or not. And from where I sit, it's very serious, and it has escalated.
I don't know if I would call it domestic violence. I mean, I don't really know what domestic violence is.
Okay, well, I have a little bit of paper somewhere here, which describes it, and can't put my finger on right now. But it's any type of abuse towards another person. And there's lots of types of different abuse. They don't always have to be physical. They can be emotional abuse. For instance, like the yelling that's going on in your household and the name calling. Of course, the physical abuse is the harm done to the body, but even so, that doesn't actually need to be visible harm. If you push someone and there was no visible harm, that's still physical abuse. There's things like, financial abuse, and there's other types of neglect as well as a type of abuse. So I'm pretty sure at this point in time you're both of you are experiencing abuse of the throwing as well, wrecking furniture, that type of thing. So in that case, and it's escalating, so it's not going to get any better, Peter. Tom, it's going to continue over time, and you need help to stop the cycle. So I do have some.
So can I just before, when you said that if I shared something with you, you would have to tell another organisation or something, what you said before. Does that mean others have to get involved?
Yeah, they will. I know it worries you, but they will get involved. I'm going to put in an incident report because that's what I have to do. That's my duty of care as a support worker. So I will put in an incident report, and they will then investigate. And it will go through to the police to investigate as part of a domestic violence investigation.
Look, I just want to protect them both, and I thought if I had some strategies, it would just ease the pressure. And look, maybe Jenny's just misunderstood. Like, I don't know if these authorities need to get involved.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, if she is misunderstood, then nothing will happen of it. If if there is some problems there, the domestic violence order will help fix those problems. So Jenny, I can see Jenny, she's suffering. She's got carer fatigue, perhaps, from a lot of caring.
Yeah.
She probably feels isolated, even though she may have isolated people. She probably felt judged about her quality of care, for instance. So she's pushed away all the family, and now she doesn't have a support network. So something like this will actually help Jenny in the long term. And she probably doesn't want to be that angry person that she is now. So we can't, you can't help her. Leaving her alone is not helping her. She's not helping herself. So this will allow that to hopefully improve in the long term. We'll also look at strategies for Peter. Peter probably needs a lot more socialization as well. So that's a good chance to be able to get some further respite care into his life as well, and yourself. Okay, so for yourself, because I'm only going to advocate for Peter because I'm a disability support worker, but you're a fully able adult. And so there's some really good ways that you can look at strategies, for instance, and there's some numbers here. So there's the men's line here, the DV Connect men's line, and the 1300 respect helpline there.
Yeah.
Both of those are really good.
Oh, 1-800 respect.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yep.
And yeah, the 1-800 respect. So yeah, both of those are very good. The 1-800 respect I see has a special section on disability, so that might be a good number to call as well to see how they might be able to help and have a conversation, but also for yourself, for your own strategies.
I've never called anything or anyone like that before. Like I don't know.
Sure.
If I'd know what to say.
Well, a lot of people haven't, have they?
No.
But these people are fully trained and ready to help. So they'll be calm and they'll have lots of strategies in place, and it'll be up to you whether you take them on or how much support you require from them from that point onwards. There's also a number here I've written down, which I'll send you home with this bit of paper if you like. For Jenny might like, it's the Carer Gateway. They're in working hours, and here's their number here, and that's focused on helping the carer. So that's something she might get a lot out of as well.
Yeah.
And I suggest that, you can have a look too and encourage her so you'll know what's on there. There's another, I've printed out this as well. It's a disability advocacy for individuals. So you might like to have a look at that.
Is this one, is that for Peter?
Yeah, for Peter, because he relies on you to talk to him, for him, and Jenny. And sometimes it'll be good for him to have someone separate that understands his circumstances and conditions. So, and, he'll talk about, education, educating him on things. And as I said, they're specialists in this field. So I'd consider making contact with them and maybe encouraging Peter to pop along and get that support that he would need at this moment in time as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I sort of haven't really ever.
No. Would you like to? We've got a phone here. I'd probably, why not strike while the iron's hot? You've spoken to me today. You've opened up a lot, and it's taken a lot of courage, and I commend you for that, because now it can move forward with a resolution, basically. It could have, you just think it could have got worse because it was escalating. So we have, drawn a line in the sand where you've asked for help, and you will get help along the way. And it might be, seem a little bit overwhelming and a bit drastic, but I don't think it is. So today we could actually ring one of these numbers if you like. Now I can be with you while you do that. I could ring it for you and hand you over and introduce you, or I could just leave you here. It's really up to you how you'd like to approach that. What do you think?
Oh, look, if you wouldn't mind, just being here with me while we call that number there, that 1-800 respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good choice.
Thank you.
Let's just see how it goes.
Okay.
All right. Hello, how are you going today? Yes, I've got someone with me that would like to thank you.